Our reporter Florian is scared. Very scared. This is an experience that people from around the world pay a lot of money for. Tailor-made kidnappings. Why would anyone do that? What does it feel like? That's what our reporter Florian will find out about in this next adventure. It's time for a unique experience. Extreme kidnapping. Florian is traveling to the USA for this, because this is where the company that offers this special service is located.
I'm actually flying to America to be kidnapped. That's crazy.
Crazy and a big deal. Here at Extreme Kidnapping, we designed a custom kidnapping experience for Florian. We have the choice between different packages, role-playing kidnappings, or an even more hardcore version of being held hostage for 3 days. Customers pay up to $5,000. Florian books the more sensitive option. In the space of 48 hours, he will be kidnapped, detained, and questioned. It all sounds harmless, but it won't be. But who's behind such a program? Time to meet the legal kidnapper. Adam Thig. He's been kidnapping people for 17 years with their consent. Adam does this as his full-time job. How did he come up with such an idea?
I actually went to prison for federal prison for years, a couple years. But it was mostly white-collar crime. But as a result of that, and even, prior to that, I was in touch with people that, just, do these activities. There was a movie called The Game with Michael Douglas. Really good movie. And that was the movie that gave me the inspiration to come up with the idea to do this. Good.
Adam's kidnappings are intended to convey the feeling of a real kidnapping. But who are the people booking something that feels like a real crime? Who are Adam's customers?
Adrenaline type of, people that like the new thrills and adrenaline stuff, that type of stuff. And then, some people come to get prepared for, traveling abroad, and so that they know what to expect, what they could possibly do better, and things to avoid, anti-kidnapping, kidnapping prevention.
A broad array of potential customers. And soon Florian will join the mix. But before that happens, he has a date with a like-minded person.
I'll be meeting someone who's been kidnapped 3 times and paid for it. I've no idea why, but I hope to find out right away.
In the process, this kidnapping regular customer will help him, Louis Chu. In real life, he works as a controller, but he saves every penny for his hobby. He has already spent more than $5,000 on kidnappings. Why does Louis let himself be kidnapped over and over again?
What is your personal motivation?
Feel accomplished.
Okay.
Feel stronger, and feel like you could endure something that's so terrible.
But wasn't it scary for you? I mean, to get kidnapped?
A little bit. A little bit. That's part of the fun. Being scared is part of the fun. Well, if I were ever to get kidnapped in real life, I would know not to panic, and I would learn how to endure what they're doing to me.
Louis feels stronger by having survived something extreme. If you survive a kidnapping, what can possibly shock you during your everyday life? Whether Florian will soon feel similar, though?
Okay, what can you tell me about the scenarios?
No, Flo, just wait and see. I can't ask that.
The less you know, the better.
Okay.
Florian is deliberately left in the dark by the editors. The experience should feel as real as possible.
Now enjoy your kidnapping.
I won't.
Feeling like it really can't be that bad, Florian travels to Louisiana. But he has no idea what Adam is planning for him. How exciting this will be for Florian and how he'll do under captivity.
Oh.
We will know shortly. This is the travel package worth thousands of dollars for people from all over the world. Tailor-made kidnappings. Our reporter Florian will now experience firsthand what it's like. But first, the kidnappers have to do their thing. Tuesday, 2 p.m. Florian has arrived in the state of Louisiana, the place for the game to begin. Florian must try to survive in captivity. He will be kidnapped for the next 48 hours.
I'm really tense right now. The problem is, I don't know when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, or if it's going to happen. It's a really odd feeling.
In order to prevent Florian from locking himself up in his hotel room, the kidnappers include a schedule as part of Florian's game. However, he decides what he does and when. Let's start with a city tour.
The guy on the corner, he was pretty suspicious. He looked at me funny. No matter where I am, I think there's someone everywhere. There he is again.
Flo is getting paranoid, and that's exactly what's helping him the most now. The adrenaline flowing through his veins sharpens the senses. And so he intuitively does everything right. Florian keeps a close eye on the surroundings, the best protection in these situations. But they are also watching Florian. They want to get to know him. How does he behave? Where are his weak spots? The tension and nervousness are part of the experience. Next stop for Florian, 6 miles outside Alexandria.
Oh, man.
Florian will spend the night here. A lonely hut in the middle of a swamp in Louisiana. Florian's stress level is increased again. Not knowing when and how he'll be kidnapped is killing him.
This doesn't feel right. How am I supposed to sleep here?
Despite his anxiety, Florian gives it a go. The night is a good opportunity to regain strength before the kidnapping. But falling asleep is impossible.
I think I heard something out there. Something, or someone. I'll have a quick look.
Careful.
Hello?
In a real emergency, Florian should have locked himself in and called for help, and not wander through the night.
Hello?
Oh God, is this scary or what?
Hello?
Don't worry, Flo. The kidnappers are not here yet. False alarm. Florian barely gets any rest after that. And so, he passes out till the next morning. Someone else, on the other hand, is quite relaxed.
They have to launch him in there like a cannonball, whatever it takes. We're gonna be out here in less than 10 seconds.
Florian continues to follow his daily schedule. Yesterday he was very focused, but the hijackers know that after 24 hours the concentration of their customers wanes.
We're gonna try to get him right at this,
Yes.
here and now, so we're gonna have to keep messing around. But when he gets about to the middle of that parking lot that we just came from, I'm gonna start creeping over there real slowly.
The kidnappers are ready. What about Florian? Is he still on his toes?
That went pretty well. Good coffee, no kidnapping. Hopefully, it'll stay like this for the rest of the day.
So kann es weitergehen. Oh, he's on the phone. We gotta take that little dude.
Florian is distracted. Time to strike.
Get it.
Go, go, go!
Oh, shit. Keep your head down. Don't move.
Terrifyingly fast. In under 10 seconds, Florian had vanished. Nobody stops the kidnappers or alerts the police. And now, Florian is completely at the mercy of his abductors. The kidnappers are trained to bring their victims, such as Florian, to their breaking point without putting them at serious risk. In real cases of abduction, the kidnappers often want information from their victims. They offer that service as well. Their rich customers are questions about safe combinations or account numbers. From Florian, Adam wants a private phone number.
What do you want to do? Do you want to help us out with this information, or do you want to,
I want to help you.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. All right, so you got this phone number that we need to know.
I can't remember.
Florian acts as if he doesn't know anything. In case of an emergency, he has a safe word to immediately stop the game at any times he deems necessary.
But remember, every time we come in here that you don't want to help me, help you, it's going to be worse for you.
First escalation. Florian must remain bound in position, a tactic used in real abductions. Even if this kidnapping is just a simulation, the consequences are quite real. Florian's circulation slowly weakens with time. His muscles begin to cramp. Florian stays like this for 3 hours.
Do you remember your phone number now?
No, I don't know. It was 4 or 6 or...
Florian hasn't lost his sense of humor, something unacceptable for the kidnappers. Time for escalation number 2. They tip Florian forward for several minutes. Blood rushes into his head, an extremely unpleasant sensation.
Okay, I think, yeah, I know it. It was 1, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was 1. It was 1, yeah.
I'm holding you up now.
You're positive.
It was 1, yeah.
1?
Yeah, I'm sure. Ouch.
Now we're going to give you some time to think again.
Okay.
So hopefully you come up with a couple more numbers this time, because I'm tired of asking the same questions over and over again.
And even if Florian wasn't really in danger, the kidnappers have made an impression. For the first time, Flor doesn't feel like this is a game. The game and reality slowly merge into one. Time for escalation 3. Florian is left in a confined space. 2 hours later...
I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm cold, and everything hurts, especially my neck. And I really have no idea how much longer I can take this. It's really brutal. The kidnappers said I should stay in this room, and I'm definitely following their instructions.
Die Entführer haben auch gemeint, ich soll in diesem Raum bleiben, sonst bekomme ich Ärger, und diese Anweisung werde ich definitiv befolgen.
Although the closet door isn't locked, Florian doesn't dare to think about escaping. Now that he's scared, the kidnapper's influence on him is huge. Like in a real kidnapping, Florian becomes submissive. And his kidnappers? They're happy. In their eyes, they're not torturers, but actors. The kidnappings they play are a well-paid part-time job for them to finance their family vacation plans. He's been in isolation for 6 hours already. This is just a game, but the isolation makes Florian feel real things. Have the hijackers' tactics worked? Did they manage to soften Florian up?
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Think about it.
1 6 0.
But that's just the area code. Time for the last escalation stage of the package, the taser.
I think he's playing. Stop playing.
Don't play with you,
I'm sure you know you're no.
The kidnappers give Florian a small shock. It's painful and sets the victim in shock mode. Electric shocks are too much for Florian, understandably so. It's for times like these that there's a safe word. And that's when the crew decides it's enough. Abort. The kidnapping's over. But that's not a problem. After all, this abduction is just a service. The customer's always right. And after a short recovery, Florian is feeling much better already. As ordered, he witnessed a real fake abduction.
I wanted to know how far I can go. But I wanted to go too far, you know? I wanted to be disrespectful. I just wanted to be a bit...
Of course.
You know?
Yeah, you know, level up each
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And that's what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
You know, the more you escalate, you know, we would go.
Yeah.
And so it worked out.
That's right. All right. Then I will say goodbye. Never see you again. Hopefully.
No wonder he said that. The past couple of days were packed with tension for Florian. After he was finally kidnapped, he was held captive for 6 hours. For this whole experience package, another customer would have to pay up to $5,000. What does Florian think of his adventure?
I'm just glad it's all over. These were pretty much the longest hours of my life. And yes, whoever's looking for an adrenaline rush, they'll surely find it here. But I'm not sure this is the best way to do it.
Getting to know yourself better through a kidnapping trend? Not a thing for Florian.